Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm your host, The Gamer Knight, and for our first episode, we're about to start playing Sucker Punch's popular game, Ghost of Tsushima, where you get to play as a young samurai named Jin Sakai as he defends his home against the Mongolian Empire. Let's see how his story unfolds. Alright.
蒙古国が対馬に襲来した。血も涙もなく、ただひたすらに暴虐だ。我が方は80、無勢なれど対馬の民を守らねばならない。
Wow.
今日俺はこの命を捨てる。船が海を覆っている。死を恐れるな。飲み込まれるぞ。習わし、冬、誉れ。それが我らが道だ。我らこそ島の勇士。我らこそモノノフだ。
Inspiring speech.
奴らの息をくじいてまいる。よっ。
I mean, an army, ooh. That is one of the largest video game armies I've ever seen. And I've seen like a lot of video game empires. But I digress. Let's continue as we see what we have with Lord Adachi.
よく聞け。腕に覚えのものあらばいでよ。なんだ、ジムニだ。
He screams finest warrior. Literally, the entire look.
我こそは足立春信。かの足立義信が五代の末裔なり。
How rude. Okay, that is extremely rude. Now that's unpleasant. Ugh. Surrender? Are you kidding me? Forward to battle! Missed him. One, two, missed him. One down. Man. Ooh. That is...
大勢の仲間がこの命に変えても前進せねばなるまいぞ。ご下知を、志村殿。
Somebody should really give a prize to Sucker Punch. Which, oh wait, they had a prize at the Game Awards, they just didn't take the full show. Which I blame Last of Us Part 2 for that one. Oh, sorry. Combat part requires full attention on this one. Because it's full concentration. And there we go. takedowns in this game is truly something. How the sword play in combat is just totally unique. Oh jeez. Ah, come on. Ah, jeez.
さらに遠兵が来るぞ
There we go. Yep. Only two?
残された道は一つ
Oh my god.
打ち取るのみ
This.
よくもした
Yep, Sucker Punch. I give you a hand. This is truly a game that is truly visually spectacular.
覚悟できていますここで決着をつけるぞ
Here we go. Whoa. That heroic charge. All that for nothing. Oh man. Oh! Through the back. Yes, two. Oh my god. Oh. Ah, jeez. Wow. That's royalty.
お前は戦士だそうであろう
Sorry about that. Thought I heard somebody knocking at my door.
勝てぬはずの戦に全て打ち勝ってきたのだろうだが己が刃を研ぐ間に、我らの手はずは整った学んだのだこの国の言葉、しきたり信仰どの村を飼いならし焼き払うかもな今一度己に問う侍よ我に下るか
Man with no fear. That is truly remarkable. And just the visual features, just the texture, if you look at the character designs, is truly remarkable. Even the weapons look insane. Oh. Ouch. I will also be giving more commentary. It's just as the story unfolds, I like to leave the audience with the dialogue and how insane the story is. And the gameplay, of course, try to give my focus into the gameplay itself. I will give insight and all the stories that focus around the studio, the game itself, and what we're about to get in the upcoming years to come, so to speak, when it comes to this game, the studio, and so on and so forth. Oh. Man. I I still wonder how he is able to grip a fist after 2 arrows in his back. Because even with armor that he was wearing, he should have been dead. But he's alive. So, it's truly something, this game. The story I give to the creative director, of course, the writers.
食料のみ。誰かが俺を見てくれた。ここを離れねば。
Alright. And oh boy.
もう子供。
Mongols have pretty much started their campaign of butchering civilians. Ugh, that is terrifying.
かくまってくれた。その者が立ちも。
Alright, crouch. Hide from the patrols. If I'm spied, I'm a dead man. Right, into the house.
誰が歯を研いでおった。武士か。俺の鎧。壊れておる。だ
Alright.
があるだけありがたい。
Oh. I.
傷はどう？走れそう？
おそらくは。立ちは。
ここにはない。私に任せて。
Are you kidding me?
隠れろ。
I mean, I know he's without a weapon, but wouldn't hand-to-hand combat be sufficient for a samurai?
少しならあるから持って行って。
Oh. If you look closer into the texture in the performance mode of this game, you can actually see the armor reflection off the screen and oh! Right in the neck. Oh. Oh. That is terrifying.
何者だ。
言うなってね。太刀が欲しいならついといて。
どれほど出ていいか。
数日島の半分が乗っ取られちまったよ。
Okay.
言うな。
後にしてくっそかがんで。
Cover. There's one big guy.
どうする。
こっち。待って。助けようなんて思わないで。
民の命が。志村殿は戦場におられたか。
地頭の？知らないね。
ユナ、待て。志村殿は俺の叔父だ。
あんたが堺人か。地頭の多いの。
して叔父上は生きておいでか。
おそらくね。猛虎に囚われてるけど。
He's alive?
場所はわかるか。
東の海岸沿い。
金田の木であろう。叔父上を捕らえたことで守りも手薄のはずだ。攻め入るなら今しかない。
殺される。
One samurai catching the surprise?
お助けすれば猛虎を打ち払うことができる。鎌倉に下踏みを送り、ご助力も超えよ
あんたが切られるのを見るために世話してやったわけじゃないよ。
う。ではなぜ助けた。
死なれちゃ困るからさ。手を貸してほしい。
叔父上さえご無事なら対馬は助かる。俺にとっても唯一の身内。
Chimekwi. I have no idea what that means. I gotta translate that. I don't speak Mongolian. That's kind of my problem.
くぐって
Whoa. Oh.
組めるのはこらえて行くよ。待って。
That must be some serious hardware. For that time period.
通って。
よし。
Yeah, I gotta say, the game itself truly is a remarkable title to be included in my collection because I have like
あ
a
いつらに見つかった。
crap ton of video games in my backlog and this is one of
逃げ
them.
るのが今だ。
Go, 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 go. Cover, cover, cover. Okay.
早く。
I was blocking her. Oh, jeez.
ワンペイだ。
屋根に登るしかない。
Why was that Mongol looking? Okay, why was I doing? Sorry about that. Controls were a little bit off. I think I got stick drift.
もらうだけ。
俺の太刀もか。
たちは食べ物と薬に変えた。
なんだと。
I gotta fix
ほら
the.
買い手を捕らえて取り戻してやるわ。空手じゃ心もとない。使えそうなものもらっときな。
盗めというのか。
持ち主はとっくに死んでる。
Definitely supplies can help you buy gear, and of course ammunition for certain weapons, and so on and so forth, as the game progresses.
こっちだよ。タチを買ったやつはこの先に住んでる。
Well, let's continue.
いるか。まずいね。もうこれ見つかったんだ。
見張っておれ。俺が調べよう。太刀さえあればどこかにあるはず。
Oh. Alright. Whoa. Nice sword.
我が名は酒井地頭である志村殿の甥臆病ではない。
お前にかなう者はいないな。だが
Wow.
まだまだ太刀に振り回されておる。
稽古中です。
父親の武具でか。
I have to say, the environment,
そ
look,
れは
the like overall design of how you can make Japan seem so lifelike and so realistic with the weather patterns is truly something.
殴られたのか。
いえ、
身を守る術を教えてやる。
心得ています。
刃を操るには何よりもまずその心を鎮めねばならん。
できます。叔父上。
そうか。
Alright. Time for training. Let's begin.
稽古の成果を見せてみろ。わしを撃ってみろ。
はい、叔父上。
さあ、撃ってこい。
That's not bad in the
よ
combat
し。さように戦
for
え
a kid.
ば技をつけられることもなかったな。
不意をつかれたんです。
ではその技をつけた者が戻ってきたら、汚い手もためらわぬ相手から いかにして身を守る。
Oh, he's asking us. Of course, they include specific details within the game, like, of course, you get to choose what you get to say for your protagonist, and so on and so forth.
よろしい。敵がいかに策を巡らそうと武士たる者は臆すことなく戦わねばならぬ。
肝に銘じます。
ではわしの防御を崩せ。酒井陣が優ある武士だと示してみよ。攻撃で防御を崩し素早く打ち込め。やめよ。降参だ。
加減しましたね。
しておらん。太刀であったらわしは死んでおった。
嘘です。
お前に嘘をつくものか。よし、次はわしの攻めを防いでみよう。手心を期するでないぞ。よく防いだな。良い構えだ。
Well, it's pretty much easy
疲れた。
to master. I mean, if you're in tune with the game itself.
腹を据え痛みに耐えてみせよ。
There we go.
よし。では受け流しを教えよう。わしの動きをしかと見ている。
Parry.
打ち込まれたらすかさず防げ。覚えが早いぞ。
1, 2, 3.
上達しておるな。良い構えだ。
休まれますか。
お前の相手で息を切らすほど置いてはおらん。それでは槍が相手の稽古を始めよ。わしの槍をかわしすかさず切り返してみよう。よし、その息だ。
Alright.
わずかな反撃の気を待ち生かせ。うまく避けたな。よいか。かわしたらすぐさま攻めろ。
Alright. Not bad.
いかなる武具もいかなる兵も打ち破る手はある。
ご指導痛み入ります。
終わってはおらぬぞ。さて陣よ、わしと刀比べをする気はあるか。
あざができますよ。
大口を叩くな。一つ賭けでもしよう。先に5本打った方が有名を
Five
決めるとす
strikes.
る。
Choose dinner.
ではタコにしましょう。
I love octopus. I've actually had octopus sushi at least a few dozen times. When I was in Japan, of course.
うまいぞ陣。
お見事です。
手を挙げた。
And that's octopus dinner.
飯の前にあと一つだけ問おう。代々当家の武士は規律を守ってきた。何を重んじてきたかわかるか。
主への忠義。
Loyal to our
己
Lord.
を律すること。
Control our
あ
emotions.
と
申してみよ
誉れ勇猛に戦い堺の家を守ることです。
う。それは父の言葉であろう。お前にとっての誉れとは。
それは民を守ること。己を守れぬ者らを。
I say that's a good depiction of how does one determine what is honorable.
主に仕えながら皆に示すのだ。勇気と真偽と節制と。
たやすく思えますか。
行うは形だ。わしも日々苦心しておる。しかし我らは規律を守ることで民の模範にならねばならん。もちろん武士にとってもな。それが誉れを生む道だ。I've not have samurai.
Ah, boy. Well, time for some samurai action. Strike at me, you fool.
見つけたんだね。
馬はどこにおる？
馬屋にいるかも。
Alright. Find a horse, let's go.
騎兵だ。
我が物顔で走ってる。
馬屋はどこだ？
燃えてる家の村手さ。おいで。
Three Mongols.
近づけそうだ。後ろから喉をかっ切れば静かに殺せる。
誇りはないのか？道理に背くつもりはないぞ。
Wow.
来い、鬼畜ども！
Alright. Who's first? Yep. Oh, gotta go.
助ける気じゃないだろうね。
Family needs help.
もう隠れんたちも取り返した。
ちょっと。
There they are. And dead.
ありがとうございます。お侍は皆死んだと聞きましたが、
Luckily, not all are dead.
小金寺に行こうと思います。
よし、街道は避けよう。必ず息子を守るのだぞ。
Okay.
あんた無茶ばかりするね。
あやつは戦えぬか。
That is the role of the samurai.
これ以上見殺しにはできぬ。
あんたなら大勢を救える。弟が猛虎にさらわれた。
だから俺を助けたのか。
That makes
私
sense.
にはあの子しかいない。
叔父上がお待ちなのだ。
頼む。高さえ戻ればそれでいいんだ。
An honorable cause.
叔父上をお救いした後でいいのならば探してみよ
一緒に行くよ。
Alright. Gained an ally.
馬屋はすぐそこだよ。
Kasushima!
馬屋へ急ごう。
Alright.
う。こやつらは軍馬。浜に連れて行かなかった馬だ。
命拾いしたね。運がいい。どの馬に乗りたい？
Ah, fun fact, you get to choose your own horse in this game. For me, I'm gonna choose the white horse. Because for me personally, I've been a big fan of
名を
Shadowfax.
つけねばな。
I figure I'll name him... Nobu.
ノブ、誠の心。
I say that's a great name, Nobu. Okay.
離島は城の中だね。
Assessment is that it's 2 against an entire castle of Mongols that have just decimated all the
越えられ
samurai.
ないね。騒ぎでも起こして忍び込んでみる。
いや、大手門から入る。ハーンは足立殿を生きたまま焼き殺し、叔父上を恥ずかしめ、武士を皆殺しにした。この恥はすすがねばならぬ。
正面から突っ込んだらお仲間と同じ目に遭うよ。
猛虎もそう考えるだろう。だが、こたびは俺が。お主はここで待っておれ。
Alright. So I'm just gonna waltz through the front gate. I say... bold. I say bold. Stupid, but bold.
Yum he gets samurai.
You're dead. Who's next? Sometimes I like to time my parries and takedowns with more ease and subtlety to make the moment more epic.
だがおそらくもうこの兵器
Cut them down! What?
Just ready.
Oh boy.
押し通れ。進むほかないぞ。
There we go. Man, how many arrows does he have to have in his gut to just
これ
die?
以上は無理だ。
I mean, I know it's a video game, but come on.
戻れ。
一人で
Okay.
探しておけ。
Well, now it's just one samurai against the entire
用意しと
keep.
く。
頼む。俺が戻らねば。
Alright.
森に逃げろ。
Well, this is gonna be fun. Take that, and out you go. Alright, a spear and a shield. Great, good combo. It's not like anybody else has done it. I would say the Greeks. Down you go. Forward, forward. How many you? Down. Okay, now we got arrows. Great. Whoa. He goes first because those guys tend to be extremely annoying. Alright.
侍アガダスチュッ
You want a piece of me? Wah! Yeah, yeah. Down. 2. Okay, I noticed that bug. Oh, right. Stabbing doesn't really work. Shields. Alright. Oof. Man, the cinematic feel of this game is just palpable. Especially since you're playing on a PS5 controller.
地頭である志村殿の追いだ
Alright.
叔父上が受けた恥すすぎに参った志村から己のことは聞いておるぞ堺人
I wonder why he brought him alive.
おやつに見せてやる己が我に蹂躙されて情けをこう姿をなさあどうする堺人
It's time for the main event. Mano a mano. Face to face. Let's see who comes out on top.
来い総表明おじが見ておるぞ
Yeah, I know he's watching, genius.
諦めろ堺人黙れてどめ
Whoa. Oh, jeez. Ah, come on. Oi. Missed that timing.
やめよ下れいともたやすく平和が戻るとおじに見せてやる死にたくはなかろう
Now that's an insult. Oh, right at the cheek. Oh. Oh no. Ouch.
不甲斐ないまたしても
Again.
父
Oh.
天下なんかお前は死ぬのが主情のためだ
Damn. Wow.
Wakasama, そろそろです。
ああ今参る。
島中の者がお父上を弔いに来ております。
皆を返してくれ。
何をおっしゃいますか。若様が堺の家督なのですよ。
あ
お一人ではありませんよ。お父上は風となり導いてくださり、お母上は鳥となり見守ってくださいます。
あ、
Damn.
おじ上は
ご本人がお伝えくださいましょう。
助かった。ゆり。
堺殿の息子とあらば、
Awesome.
お前は我が子も同然だ。
Love how the NPCs react when you're around them. How most of them just bow before you.
民を守られた誠のものの不よ
As we walk up to the pyre, there he is, Jin's father.
すべて私のせいです。
ジンそれでも武士か
父上は私をかばって
息子を守るため戦で死んだのだ無念はないそれがモノノフこれからはお前が意志を継げあやつの魂はこの太刀に宿っているこれを父と思えわしの砦に来るがよい迎え入れよう今日は父に別れを告げろ
And he survives. Again. 2 arrows in the back, and plummeting off a branch. I don't even know how high that was, but definitely that has to be enough to break your neck. And the ocean floor itself, it's practically like hitting the floor, as gravity is the mother of all headaches. In Isaac Newton's case, yes.
父上お導きください
Ah. So Jin's father's spirit really does reside in the blade now. That has to be... That is truly something. Alright, follow the wind. Man, just look at the textured the grass. Oh my god. I'm losing all my words these days. Sometimes this game just leaves me with no words. Sometimes. Alright, we're falling through the wind. Oh. Oh, great. Thank goodness she survived.
どうだった？
志村殿を見つけお助けしようとしたがあえなくハーンに叔父上は嘆いておろう
あんたが無事でよかったよ。
命を捨てても対馬を救うつもりが今や猛虎に故郷を乗っ取られ味方もいなくなった、
自分より強いやつに負ける気持ちわかるよ。
Wow.
情けないよね。でも死んじまったら元も子もない。生き延びるためなら何だってやらなくちゃ。
That's true. When you are facing death in the face,
ハーンに挑んだ
you either fight or flight.
帰り道に会うのは必要他の手立てを考えねばなるまいそうして志村殿を救い故郷を取り戻そう
だったら私が
騎兵だハーンの番犬だ
大勢で来る。まずい、隠れなきゃ。
Ooh, that got close. Just stay absolutely still. Sometimes in certain situations, it's always best to hide than fight. Which in this case, numbers are literally everything at this point. I mean, I know numbers are something, but numbers, I think, definitely help in a combat situation.
あんたを探してるんだ。馬が逃げちまったじゃないか。
主の元に戻るようしつけてある
Huh.
すごいな。猛虎はあんたを探してる。
お主は逃げろ俺が猛虎兵を引きつける
タカを助けるまでそばを離れるつもりはないよ。
ではまず火星を得ねばな腕が立つといえば石川先生や足立政子殿このお二人
タカだって腕はいい。あの子を助ければ島で一番の鍛冶屋が味方につくんだ。城に忍び込める道具だって作れるよ。
では壁を登れるように
タカの腕なら朝飯前さ。
Let's hope to see Taka's skill in action.
お主は先に行っておれ後で向かおう
あの子は弱いから長くは持たない。
ユナ必ず弟は助ける
志村さんも。
Alright. Now the dialogue is over. Now I can give more commentary as we reach into the more open aspect of the game itself. For those who do not know Sucker Punch, the studio that made this game, they've also made Sly Cooper for the PlayStation 2, the Infamous series from 1 and 2 in the PS3 generation, and of course, the reboot spin-off, Infamous Second Son. And then eventually they would bring out this game at the end of the PS4 generation. Which in 2020, when this game came out, it really helped me through the pandemic during the shutdown. I originally bought this game for the physical edition, but due to the shutdown, GameStop had to cancel my refund, give me the store credit, and I had to buy it online. But in the end, I ended up getting the game and love it. Even to this day, I will still play it for years to come. Explore the map of Tsushima. Let's see what we got. Oh, Tsushima, yeah. See what we got. Alright, new location. This is a town. Alright. Alright, since we need allies, we gotta start with Sensei Ishikawa. He's our first stop. Alright. Hiyoshi Prefecture. Alright. Find Sensei Ishikawa and recruit him to rescue Lord Shimura. And oh boy. Liberate a dojo? I am not properly equipped or even trained to even fight an entire dojo of Mongols. It's best to avoid certain combat situations in my current state because I'm literally wearing broken armor and I only have one katana. Against God knows how many Mongols inside that dojo, probably with some, I don't know, maybe a squad of archers or maybe a company at least. Who knows? Alright. And it's best also to stay away off the main roads and... Oh, there's combat, but not worth the risk. Right, we ride until we find... Oh, hello. Looks like a town. Let's ride. Riding on horseback through the... Oh boy. Alright. Take the supplies, definitely will be helpful. Oh, it is a town. And there's stables.
Hiyoshi no Yuだ。宿の者なら先生の所在を知っているはず。
I'm just gonna... Nope. I thought I could put one next to it, but nope. I cannot. Alright, let's do some talking.
まさかあなたもお侍？生き残りは他にもいらっしゃったのか。
一体誰のことだ。
Jinoku.
カシネに住んでいるとか。ぜひお会いになられてください。
行ってみるとしよう。
Alright, so if there was another samurai that survived, I would be astounded. But, who knows? Alright, best to grab supplies. Oh, wait. Did I miss going that way? Maybe that supplies that way. Alright, as... Oh yeah, not only this game got Game of the Year award in 2020, only for its best protagonist. Last of Us ended up taking the game by storm. Really. Which, don't get me wrong, Last of Us Part 2 had great graphics, but the story, well, that's just lazy writing. Because for me personally, I love Joel. And I digress. Let's continue with this bamboo strike, which will help me hone in my skills as a samurai. Oop, pressed the button wrong. Got it. Got it. Alright, another resolve. That'll definitely be useful in combat.
その太刀はまさに宝刀にございます。優れた刀鍛冶が仕上げたのでしょう。しかし腕を上げるには稽古あるのみかと。鍛錬を怠るべからずか。稽古台はいくつもございます。ぜひお探しになってください。ではお達者に。
Alright. Find more across the island. Provides opportunity to get more resolves, which means more health. More health means I survive. Because sometimes, oh, hello, there's more speaking dialogues. It's always nice to actually do some exploring because you get to learn more quests, more abilities to hone.
ですが、随分とお疲れのご様子。体は休めていらっしゃいます。
戦が続いておるからな。確かに休めておらぬ。
では、日吉の湯にいる妹をお尋ねください。
Wait, I'm already in Hiyoshi Springs. Why am I? Why are you even talking about Hiyoshi Springs? I absolutely thought there was like something else, like a side quest or something. Because this is, no doubt, obviously, it is a open world game. It's just, it's always nice to actually do some exploring here and there. Just try to get the dialogue more open because you just mentioned Hiyoshi Springs. While you're in Yoshi Springs. Okay, I see the bathtub logo. Oh. Alright. Follow the way to the springs.
湯に浸かるだけで身も心も洗われますよ。それにたびたび湯に入れば長く栄えて命を全うできると言われています。さあどうぞ。暖かくて心地よいですよ。
Alright. Time for a bath. Did not need to see that. Alright. Let's reflect as we are sitting in this bath. We, of course, have specific stories to discuss about, but with the limited time we have, I'll keep it short. With Ghost of Tsushima, we already know that the game had evolved so well that we're already getting a anime of Ghost of Tsushima, and we're also getting a movie that's being directed by the director who did the John Wick movies, the Mechanic movie, and I think the last guy was I can't remember the last. Chad Stahelski. Oh wait, no, he did a cameo in the Matrix movies. I'm thinking it was the second one. But the first one was always the best. But I digress. You know, a surprising fact about this game is that its budget was $60 million. $60 million. That is a lot. That is a big number, but that's actually the same amount that the successor or the sequel, Ghost of Yotei, that's coming out next week on Thursday. I already pre-ordered my copy. I'm gonna pick it up day one. But this game itself, if the sequel holds the same way and exceeds the predecessor, this will be the biggest biggest success that Sony has made in
森の先です。
a while.
ご案内いたしましょう。
Which, although they have had successes with their titles, it's just they're pushing less and less titles out, which I get it. Gaming has now become more and more expensive.
戦の前日に村にいらっしゃったんですが、寡黙なご様子で、まあいつものことですけどね。
But honestly, this game alone is already still the best. Let's just see how Ghost of Yote holds in terms of
伝説だと。
cinematics,
一本の矢で
combat,
の船を沈めた。
and of course story.
最も射抜いたのは船ではない海賊の頭だ。怒らせないように気をつけて。後ろめたいことでも滅相もございません。では心配には及ばん。
Oh, let's also not forget that Ghost of Yote, I did hear the reports that IGN gave it an 8 out of 10, Metacritic gave it like an 87, and I think Polygon said it was the best game that PlayStation has ever made. Which I am super excited to actually play, by the way. Which I know I'm ranting on about it, but I digress. I keep on, like, you know, getting a little bit off topic, but it is related to the gaming world, and of course, this channel is all about the gaming industry and how it is evolving, how it's changing, but we also need to kind of push back and also kind of go back to certain titles that need to be revisited, because there are certain games that both Sucker Punch, which is what the game studio that created this game, also created Sly Cooper. And Sucker Punch, they have actually stated that they are branching away from from creating Sly Cooper games, which it's kind of sad when you hear it, but it is actually kind of giving me some clarity. Although there's a sliver of hope when it comes to Sly Cooper, because in 2014 they had elected to hand the IP over to another studio, and Sony still owns the IP. So there might be a chance that we can get them to move to another studio and actually build a new game from the ground up. Kind of like give it a proper sequel that everyone's been wanting since Sly Cooper Thieves in Time in 2014. Okay, now we're at Sensei Ishikawa's.
これは血の跡。新しくはない。
Okay.
射抜かれた後に矢を抜いておる。
Alright, let's see his house. Oh.
動くな。石川先生。堺の跡取りか。生きておったとは。
Ah, right.
菰田で
That
待
was
って
the
おりました。
beachhead.
向かう途中で賊に襲われてな。その賊を待ち構えていたと。備えあれば憂いなしと言うだろう。志村殿も討ち死にか。良き男だ
You'd
っ
be
た。
surprised.
無事です。しかし囚われの身に望みはある。実はその件でお力添えを。できぬ。
Okay.
不肖の弟子に出奔されての。手を貸しましょう。しかるのち何とぞご助力を。
Okay.
遅れを取るなよ。
The Tale of Sensei Ishikawa. Let us proceed.
他に生き延びた者はおるか。存じません。では猛虎に手向かう者は。残念ながら他にはござらん。なら探さねばな。二人では救出などおぼつかん。
It's true.
お弟子殿の居場所は。巴の行く先など知れておる。巴？女子か。生まれは。生まれは百姓。
だが弓は並ぶものなどおらぬ。大主でさえな。
最後にお会いしたのは確か10年前。
弟子志願だったな。
ご記憶とは。
門前払いしたやつは忘れぬ。
なぜ私ではなく巴を弟子になさった。
お主
I
は
wonder why he rejected Jin as a student. That's quite a question mark there. Uh-oh, Mongols. Oh, I thought it was pointing at that direction. Yeah, the last one. Oh.
こやつら酔ったタヌキだな。
Tanuki.
だが菰田では負けました。
目覚めぬ虎ならタヌキにも劣る。
Alright, let's see the sword. Okay. Alright, tracks.
巴の足跡だ。来い。
Okay.
中山砦が抜かれた。あの石膏が証拠だ。
砦は日吉の近く。
次は日吉が狙われる
争った跡が。
な。襲われたか調べる。
Let's see.
米と泡。手つかずだ。
不意を撃たれたな。
Alright, attack was on, of course.
血の跡わずかだが。
死者はおらぬな。
Mm-hmm.
矢筒があります。
わしが与えた回伝の証だ。どうなっておる。巴が矢筒を捨ておくとは。
敵から逃れるためか。
捕まったか。
では今頃。
尋問か拷問。ある。
Yikes.
まさか叔父上も。
What's worse than torture?
恐怖は猛虎の武器。たじろげば奴らの思うつぼぞ。
お弟子はいずこにいると。
中山だ。
Fort Nakayama.
砦は近いぞ。わしが菰田におればな。
いらっしゃらずばこそ今共に戦える。
なぜ負けたかわかるか。
けだものには勝てません。
それは違うな。
この目で見たのです。
キューバの道は見るのみにあらず、心を研いで感じるものよ。
That's actually interesting. I never thought of that. Relying on body and spirit instead of your own eyes.
いかがなされ
この弓は数年前に長尾殿から賜ったものだ。
た。結構な弓です。
そうであろうと、不得手な者がかような弓を引くなど考えるだに心が痛む。
それほどの品を私に。
早とちりをするでない。だがお主の腕次第で貸してやってもよい。戦の前に試しておくか。
Alright.
手前にある灯籠を狙ってみろ。よし、次は奥の灯籠だ。左だぞ。まずまずだ。さらに遠くの的ではどうかの。的が遠ければ矢は落ちると教えだろう。
A little bit off.
どう
Got
思
it.
った？
手に馴染みますな。
そうであろう。大事にすることだ。
2 out of 3 is actually not bad, but samurai standards, less than perfect.
この弓があればこの
I mean, I will say one thing. I did try archery practice when I was in Kyoto
この兵器は火を
with
吹く
my
のです。
mom and my brother, and I have to say, it is not easy doing archery. I mean, I did archery in high school, but not like this, not like that.
お弟子殿がいればよいが。
All right, Fort Nakayama, under Mongolian control.
上からなら備えがよく見えよ。
Oh wait, why was I running at the slowest
この
pace?
辺りがよかろう。
Okay.
私が入って門を開けます。あとは共に。
せいてはことを潜んじるという言葉があるぞ。
ではどうしようと。
まあ少し落ち着け。奴らは石膏探しに兵を出すはずだ。門を開いた刹那に飛び込むぞ。
長引けばそれだけ巴殿が危うくなります。
心配は無用だ。戦場をよく見ろ。
Alright.
何か役に立つものはないか。
Alright, let's survey the battlefield. Know what we're up
だが腕
against.
前はわしらが勝る。
松明を撃ち落とせば火花が飛びましょう。
That's a good idea.
火事を起こせるな。
まるで痛手を与えられるやも。
やる甲斐はあるの。
Alright. Not bad. And of course.
いれば足止めになるやも。
針と矢で猛虎を穴だらけにする算段か。
This is gonna be
門が
fun.
開いた。敵を引きつけろ。矢の雨を降らせてや
しかるの地に乗り込み巴殿を救う。
る。よし。あとは待つの。
Okay. It's now
わし
nightfall.
の合図を待て。
Time for battle. Alright, let's see who we got. Here comes the patrol. Estimated to about roughly 5 men, 1 on horseback, and of course we have the outer perimeter guards. And they're perfectly spaced out. All I gotta do is time it correctly.
まだだぞ。今だ。奴らをメイドへ送ってやれ。
Fire again! Sting of arrows. Oh. Oh, he got it. Oh, missed one. I thought he was stuck in the fire. Here comes one. Oh, come on. Okay, and now to reach that far is nuts. One down. And out. A little bit off by an inch.
まずまずだな。
中にも敵が。
すぐに消す。
He's always trying to get the timing right when it comes to shooting arrows. Alright, down we go. But I will say the sliver of hope when it comes to the Sly Cooper situation, I want to get back into that. For the Sly Cooper series to be revived again, or to be continue where we left off after 2014's Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, we have them lend the studio over to Ember Labs, which has made the game Kenna Bridges Spear. Oh, let me just get my focus on. Oh. Come here, you. That's one. Oh, sweet. You want me to watch or kill the guy? Or is it watch and observe? I lose track. Hiya. He's dead. Oh, here's another one. That guy was honestly just sitting there. It's just getting that aim right. Oh, I have something better for you. That'll do it. Oh crap, big guy. Woo! Oh man.
俺を撃つと縛られ矢の的にされたか。
巴は。
Whoa.
待て。これは巴のもの。辺りを調べろ。
Alright, search the fort. Those sickos killing civilians as target practice? Who does that? I mean, that's definitely a war crime.
もうこの矢ではない。
And that's a fact.
巴の矢だ。
確かですか。
鹿の角の矢はずはわしが教えた。海わしの矢羽もな。
弓を奪われた。
As we search for signs of Tomoe,
猛虎の兵
let
団
us
にできぬ。
proceed back to what I was saying about Sly Cooper. and lending out the IP to a different studio. I can think of one example, and that is Ember Labs. As I was mentioning before, Ember Labs created the game Kena Bridge of Spirit. For those who have remembered the game or actually seen the trailers for it, it was one of the titles that was unveiled during a PlayStation 5 showcase in 2020. And that game proved to be, honestly, visually it felt like I was in a Pixar movie. That's why I want to sum up my words for that game.
釈放されていたのか。なぜ？
And as, of course, Kena Bridge of Spirit ended up winning a Game Award in 2021. I remember because I was watching the Game Awards at least that year. I always watch the Game Awards almost every year, and it's just so fun to actually see these games get awards, but also see new upcoming titles for the years to come. Okay. Oh, Tomoe sided with the enemy? Wow. Like, why?
菅の者です。
Why would you do that? It's truly saddening. Okay, we got a survivor.
寒い。
女を探しておる弓取りだ。
俺と同じ檻にいた女です。でも奴は解放
Wow.
され、弓を受け取ると女房を殺しやがった。他の奴らも
Oh my. She killed him? I thought the Mongols did it.
寝返りおったか。
死にたくない。
Oh, man.
長いは無用。行くぞ。殺しておれば
なんと、
自由を得るため巴は敵についたの
なぜそのような。先生、
だ。わしが追い詰めたのだ。
追
What are you
い詰
talking
め。
about?
ご説明を。
Yeah, he's truly hiding something. Come on, we're just gonna keep on poking.
お答えください。
わしを襲ったのは
Ah, that will explain a lot.
巴。
なぜ？
武士の本懐を理解しておらぬからだ。
あなたのせいで寝返ったのでは。
Hmm.
己に何がわかる。
本意をお聞かせください。
わしの弓術を猛虎に奪われるわけにはいかぬ。
ならば止めねば。
お主の助太刀はいらぬ。
いや、いるはずです。勝利は人がもたらすもの。武具にあらず。
Mm-hmm. You said it.
お主も立派に育ったな。巴を仕留めるぞ。わしのやり方でな。
そして叔父上の救出にお力添えを。
ああ、約束しよう。手はずを整えておく。時が来たら道場に来い。
我らだけでは勝てません。
Alright.
と味方を集めれば。
生きておるかはわからんが、足立政子殿を探せ。
Okay.
筋は随一の女武芸者だ。
Alright. That sums up the Tales of Ishikawa. Alright, we have recruited Sensei Ishikawa for the rescue of Lord Shimura. I'm sorry, the enunciations for Japanese tends to be hard to keep track because, I mean, I have been to Tokyo once before. It's just trying to get the language right in terms of, like, you know, speaking the language, because I have been watching a few animes here and there. For me personally, my favorite anime was Attack on Titan, and I would say, honestly, just the last 2 episodes, I was at the edge of my couch. Too palpable. But I digress. Let us proceed with the rest of the episode as we continue to recruit more allies and help Yuna try to rescue Taka. And while being a little bit off track, I will also state some more gaming news, which, for those who have watched the recent gaming news over the past few weeks, we of course have mentioned seeing the upcoming Ghost of Yotei, but we also had the unveiling of Marvel's Wolverine coming out next fall in 2026. Which I have to say, I am super excited for that game as well, because, one, we got our first look at the next Raid M game from Insomniac, which this is honestly not the first time that Insomniac has actually made a Raid M video game. Oh, wrong way. Have to go to Yuna. But back to what I was saying. In Marvel's Insomniac's Wolverine, this is actually not the first time we actually seen a Raid M game be created by Insomniac. For those who remember from the PlayStation 3 era, we had the Resistance series from 1, 2, and 3. Those games, honestly, they were quite chilling in terms of sort of a alternate universe for after the Korean War and dealing with an alien invasion. I'd say, really, it's a game that really a lot of players should really revisit, and we kind of hope that we get to see and actually play more Resistance game spin-offs, or maybe a reboot. But not like the Modern Warfare series and Call of Duty. No. A lot more epic and more cinematic, and just the feel of the aliens just breathing down your neck as you're trying to fight your way to survival. But I'm getting a little bit too in depth with the topic of the Resistance and Marvel. Why I should be focusing on Marvel's Wolverine, which Marvel's Wolverine, we have the unveiling, we have the casting, and the casting we have for Marvel's Wolverine, who's playing Logan Hallett, is Liam McKinstry. For those who do not know the actor, he's from Australia. He has had numerous roles in both TV, movies, and video games alike. For those who remember him in TV, will know him from the Spartacus series. I have seen the series on Starz years ago, and I have to say he really nailed the role in terms of bringing a brutal warrior into the world of, fighting the Romans and reliving a historical rebellion, the Slave Rebellion, or Gladiator Rebellion as it's called. It's quite brutal in terms of both how it looks in live action sequence. Oh, now we're off to Yuna. Alright, we'll let the story continue. Now, while the story continues, I'll try to give some insight, but let's focus on trying to complete the walkthrough for a bit. I'll mention more in the Liam McKinstry story shortly, just as soon as we continue with the dialogue. Like the cinematic dialogue.
一人で倒したのか。
来るなら早く来て。危うく死ぬところだったよ。猛虎が捕虜を連れて川上に向かったらしい。
Okay.
鍛冶屋を見たって人もいる。
弟か。
もしかしたらね、金田の入り江の近くに野営があるって聞いた。
場所ならわかる。
Okay. Okay, a little more snippet into Liam McKinstry. He also reprised the role as J.D. Phoenix, also known as Marcus Phoenix's son in Gears of War. And lastly, of course, he was in Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I will stream that game later down the line, but let us continue with the rest of the story.
後でタカも手伝ってくれるよ。さあ、もうすぐあの子に会えるんだね。
お主はいい姉だ。
そんなことない。
弟は何というかな。
あんたにも兄弟はいるの？
俺の身内は叔父上だけだ。
助けた後はどうするの？
休みたい。叔父上
Oh
が
yeah.
島は救われるか
I
も。
want to go back to the mention of Sucker Punch, not only for their statements that they had mentioned that they're branching away from doing Sly Cooper games, but also they made a statement about GTA 6 that the creative director who worked on Ghost of Yotei and Ghost of Tsushima actually tweeted saying he's glad that GTA 6 got delayed to next year. Because I can only imagine how insane GTA 6 will be at launch. Like, if it were to launch now, I'm pretty sure that Ghost of Yotei would lose its credibility by a mile. Like, in terms of, like sales numbers and all that, and marketing, and of course the focus groups. Because I'm pretty sure that GTA 6, when it launches next year, I will bet that they might give it its own holiday. Like, everyone takes off from work to play Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, without further ado, let's continue with the rest of the story of Jin Sakai as he finds new ways to fight the Mongols on their own turf.
数日でしつらえたものならばどこかに隙間がある探すぞ
タカを助けなきゃ敵に騒がれずに
Alright, let's survey the battlefield and
こぼれそうだ
足場が緩いと崩れる
okay, that call. Watchers,
守りは硬そうだ
guards on the towers, guard the perimeter.
出来上がっておらぬな
隙間があるかも
Okay, that might be a possibility.
正面の壁に隙間がありゃ中に忍び
That could work.
門を全て切り伏せる
もし手違いがあれば捕虜が殺されるよ何度も見てきたんだ忍び込むしか手はないからね
まるで野党だ
不問でもあるのか
この島はかつて賊がのさばっていた しかし武士が乱を鎮め正義をもたらしたのだ
Alright.
我らは誉れと共に生き誉れのために身を捨てる、かつて我が父も平和のために命を捨てた
私だって同じだよだけど今はやらなくっちゃ
That's true.
叔父上の教えに背くわけにはいかん
今は目をつぶって家族を助けたいんだあんただってそうじゃないの
Now comes the next part of the story
様子を探る
that we're about to experience.
暗くなるまで待とう
行くぞ
Alright. The Warrior's Code. Truly, a code is something for a warrior to live
ど
by.
うしてるんだ猛虎が来る前から
守ってやったのだな
兄弟だからね
Or in this case,
中
a
は盗
creed.
みを嫌ったけど飢えて死ぬよりはマシだねやるしかなかった
俺も武士になるほかなかっただが教えに背くのはやはり
猛虎に殺されてた方が幸せだった恨みを晴らしたいんだろなんだってやらなきゃ
That's true. Supplies. Alright. Let's see what we got. Okay, the gap. One Mongol.
蹴取られれば捕虜が殺される
じゃあ音を立てずに喉をかけるしかない
Alright. Guess we're gonna have to do it. We'll have to bend the code and kill him silently. Oi. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Silence! And that's the end of the Mongol, but essentially Jin kind of had just stepped off the boundary
足を怪我している
of his own warrior
葵
code.
の熊は死に物狂いだぬかるでないぞ
わかりました
後を追うぞ
Alright.
この地に熊が出るなんて
そうだな戦火の槍川から逃げてきたのだろう
無本物のせいです 罰として熊の餌にしてやりましょう。
いやしきことを申すでない。
ここで倒れましたね。虫の息です。
ああ、
Bear
すぐ
keeps
近くにあるんだ。
As we're walking, it would be kind of important to also mention that, like I said, if GTA 6 did end up releasing this year, I'm pretty sure that every single person in the planet
お前が
is going to be calling out of work
その時は
and would give it a holiday, and of course everyone just take off, call it GTA 6 Day.
夜な生きておるやもしれん。
Okay, we found the bear, and
この焼
He's
き肉
already
は死なぬはず。
okay.
見てください。この傷の跡は矢ではありません。
Oh! Did he just...
やり川だな。
卑怯者、地頭様の背を狙うと。
酒井、怒りを抑えろ。人殺しになりたいか、こやつのように。我らは武士だ。
ですがおじ上よ、
Wow,
罪人は人の命をもって
that's to say.
せねば。
目をそら
Was he actually going to prepare to actually kill him?
怒りや恐れで
At that age,
人を
I'm
殺
like,
めては
he has to be like around
誉れを
15 to 16,
切れ。
give or take. Yep. Oh my god. Ugh. That is honestly mentally screwing
敵を前にして
for a kid to actually do that.
背を向けてはなら
And
ぬ。
of course, if anybody actually noticed on the ground before Jin killed that assassin, you noticed his arm was still on the ground.
覚悟を持て。
Oh, look him in the eye with courage and respect.
それが侍のスタイルだ。虚に乗ずるは臆病の印。
Oof. Essentially, yes, I have kind of broken the honor code. I'm not saying me personally, I'm just saying me as I'm playing the character. As I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Wow. I have to say, this is...
どうした？
Yeah, Jin is finding it hard to actually take it in that he had just broken his own code. I mean, he was raised on that code since he was a kid.
五感を研ぎ澄まして頭の中まで野党になる。
Alright. Focused hearing, and... Right? We... Not only the knife is useful in combat, but also... Alright. Truly, this is a different take on a samurai to actually take the role. Alright, we got one down. Even though, yes, I have broken the samurai code by stabbing a person in the back. 3 to be precise. I've also shot somebody in the back. Yeah, at least it's not Tony Soprano style. I say that because I'm a big fan of the show. I've watched the show at least a few dozen times, and it is still hard to actually fathom what was the ending for Tony. But I digress. Alright, and through the shadows. Come here, you. To the back, and gone. Now, oof. Truly, this game, Sucker Punch put their effort into making a exemplary display of brutality for enemies in combat. Hey, supplies. I just wonder if Ghost of Yotei will hold true to the combat or exceed the level of combat that Ghost of Tsushima has achieved. Alright, there's one in the tent, but not worth it.
タカか見に行こう。違う。タカじゃない。
Alright, not Taka. quiet. You. Alright, we have a prisoner.
よく中に入れたな。逃げるぞ。話は後だ。
行くよ。
川まで進むぞ。そこなら安全だ。
Alright, we're walking. Okay, that. We just walk fast.
かつてはな、あそこも飯に困ってきたから抜けてきたんだ。
志村殿が捕まり、お助けするにも人手が足りん。手伝ってくれ。
無理だ。だが、菅笠衆に聞いてみろ。
Okay, straw hats. So as we hear the straw hats, we got. Okay. Okay, so we got the. Okay, so we have possible mercenary support. That's something. For those who do not know, straw hats are actually considered samurai without masters. They take up the roles as assassins, mercenaries, anything for a price. I've actually was in Japan last year, and I actually visited the tomb of the 47 Ronin, those who have achieved their role in honoring their master. And after their passing, they are given they are bound by their honor code to perform seppuku, which I will not say it now because there might be possibly younger viewers who might watch my channel, so I'd rather not mention that.
壁で囲まれた村か。策もなく乗り込めば返り討ちに遭うだろう。
友人が手を貸してくれるかもしれない。
よかろう。まずはタカを救い、それから叔父上だ。
ジン。タカならどんな道具だってすぐに作ってくれる。でもその後、
Okay.
二人で島を出たい。
Oh, come on.
もうこのことならば
Why leave?
叔父上が止めてください。とどまり、故郷のため戦え。
That's true.
故郷は私とタカがいるところさ。
That is also true. Which, a home, yes. A home can be a roof over your head, the land you were born in, but the home can be where you and your family will go. At least.
なすべきをなしたまで。
そっか。
Best decision. Well, oh, here we go.
志村、お主に労は似合わん。手向かわぬよう民に言い聞かせる。さすれば縄を解いてやる。己のざれ言は聞かん。殺せ。すべてを失ったつもりのようだが、おいはまだ生きておるぞ。
Okay, he knows the news.
我が勢が見つ
He's alive.
村々の近くには野営を敷いた。すべてを掌握している。おいもじき見つかる。
酒井は一生懸命に戦うはずだ。わしもな。
大事か。対馬の民はどうだ。お主は父も当然。我が子を見捨てるのはつらかろう。
Ow.
己のしもべにはさせんぞ。
Alright, everyone, that covers my first episode in the Gaming Archives podcast. And I hope you guys enjoy it. I will be streaming more and more gaming content as I continue to progress my channel. If you guys like to see more gaming walkthroughs, all you gotta do is like and subscribe. And as always, you're more than welcome to return to the archives. Thank you and have a good day.